Hey y'all, this is Kim with Creative Escapades. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so excited that you joined me today, and I'm excited to show you what I'm going to be making. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. So this video is picking up where I had stopped with my previous video of the dish soap coasters, but I am going to be doing a tumbler, and I decided I'm just going to use this same pot of or pan of water that I have here. So I have this 30-ounce stainless steel tumbler that I've already prepped, and I've put on the spray paint of Camo and Brown, both Rustoleum, and I have got it on my football, and I've wrapped it the inside with a plastic bag to prevent the football from getting soaked. And what I want to do is I want to put the dish soap all over the cup, and I'm going to use that Florescent Orange from Krylon and then the Flat Black from Krylon. And I want to get kind of a woodsy hunter camo look to it. So I'm going to start off with my Dawn dish soap, and I'm just going to start letting it drizzle every different direction. I don't want it to be just one way, because when you look into the woods, you see tree branches and sticks and tree trunks and everything going every different direction. So that's kind of the pattern that I'm after. So if it's a little thicker in places, that's fine. And the first color that I'm going to do is going to be this fluorescent orange. And this pan is probably not the best. I should have used my hydro bucket, but we'll make this work. Once I get done with this, I'll take it inside and rinse it off under the faucet and let it dry, and then we'll come back and repeat the process with the black spray paint. I want to be very careful that I don't knock off any of this orange, because it's just the right amount to set the colors that I want. The bottom looks great, and when I come back and put the black on there, you can see how great this looks. I mean, it's great. And now I can take the dish soap, and I've sped the video up a good bit here, but I can get the dish soap on the areas that I for sure want to keep, and I am doing the same thing, just kind of going in different directions. And if I see a spot that I feel like needs to be preserved, I put extra of the dish soap in that area. Now I'm spraying it with the black spray paint, and it took about 2 coats to really cover up over the orange and the green that was already on the cup. And then when I go to rinse it, watch the magic happen. That black is the perfect complement for these two colors, and I kept just enough of the orange and the camo on there. That's perfect colors. I'm using my cup turner from mh-Turners. I'll leave the link to their website below. If you've never used one of their turners, you've got to go check them out. They are amazing. And if you do, tell them I said hi. And I've got my resin mixed up, and I'm using Resin, and I kind of let it set and get thick. So I'm using my heat gun to just warm the resin up and get it more back to a fluid stage, and then I'm just making sure that the entire surface of the cup is covered. And now here it is done. Here is my decal that I want to put on this, and this was a white decal, and it when I tried it up against the cup, I just wasn't impressed with it. So I sprayed it with some brown spray paint on the bottom half, and then I used an ivory on the top half, and then it just kind of mingled there right where the horns and the head come together. And because of the fact that it does have spray paint on the vinyl, I was afraid that if I used my transfer tape that it might pull some of the spray paint off of the vinyl. Even though I sealed it with some clear matte, I didn't want to take a chance. So I am placing this onto the cup by hand and making sure that I get it flat against the surface of the tumbler. And then once I get it on there, I'm going to use my heat gun again and just make sure that I warm it up just enough to warm that adhesive up so that it will be secure against the surface of the tumbler. And I don't want to heat it up too much because I could cause my spray paint to blister, or I could cause the vinyl to shrink up and pull away from the cup, and that's certainly not anything I want. So I'm just going to heat it gently and then press it down against the surface of the tumbler, and then I'm going to let it set for a little bit before I put on my next layer of resin. And I'm doing the same kind of resin. This is Rustoleum, which is a 1-to-1 ratio. I will leave the link to their website below. I like using the Rustoleum on my tumblers and my coasters because it has a high temp tolerance and low bubble. It is a quicker set than a lot of the other resins that I use without it being a 15-minute set. So I'm going to finish getting the resin on here, and then I will come back with my torch and make sure that there aren't any bubbles to pop. Sometimes when you're adding resin, there may not be any in your cup of resin, but moving it around with your finger, you might introduce some air bubbles into it. So we'll check for that, and then we'll let it turn overnight, and I'll bring you back and show you the finished product. And here it is, all finished. And I tried several different ways to get this recorded, and you're going to see a little bit of flash on every one of them. I turned out the light and did it with the flash on my camera only, so it was the only way I could get the real look to it. But the colors just all came together so nicely. I like the way that rack looks against the background of the cup, and on the back there's a place for it to be a name to be placed, or initials if anybody wants that. And just came together really nice. I really love doing this technique, so I'm going to be doing some more of it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please click like and share. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, you can do that now, and if you ring that bell, you'll get notified when I upload future videos. All that kind of things really helps my channel to grow, and I am so appreciative that you would take your time out to look at my video and comment on it. The description of everything that I used will be in the description box below this video. So if you want to go check out that mh-turner or where I got the cups or anything like that, all that's going to be below. And again, I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next creative escapade. Bye bye for now.